Hello, and I hope you're well and staying safe in your cave. Today's recipe is beautiful aubergine, sausage and cassereccia pasta bake. In it, there's loads of little edges that I do that try and push the flavours, things I do with tomatoes, the tomato base paste, the aubergines, the sausages, anything you can do to sort of accentuate the flavour and stuff. So watch it and see if you can pick up any tips and things how you can incorporate it into dishes that you make as well. So enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel, give me lots of encouragement and ask any questions. The recipe will be in the information box thing. Okay, take care, stay safe. Okay, so long one this, but well worth it. This bake is so fit. So take several baby aubergines and chop them into about 2 centimeter diameter slices and discard the top and the bottom. Put them in a pot and sprinkle with salt, season all over. We're not going to leave these to drain because I'm going to use the moisture that's in the aubergines already in the pressure cooker to actually cook. So all we do is season them all over and then put them in the pressure cooker that's heated so they start to fry on the bottom. Tiny bit of olive oil at the bottom of the pressure cooker. Look, see it's starting to sizzle a tiny bit. Put the bottom ones down as a sort of base protective layer. They'll caramelize and then put the rest on top and seal and pressure cook for 15 minutes with the valve closed. And at the end of that you'll get some beautifully stewed aubergines. Get about 5 garlic cloves, some water, some olive oil and blitz to make into a beautiful garlic puree. Tip it into a bowl and set it aside. A little dish, I mean, not a bowl. I ain't no bowl. Okay, next bit of prep. These are the sun-dried tomatoes from Lidl. I think they're about 89p for the jar. So take 3 of them. We're going to prepare the base tomato paste for the sauce. Okay, 3 dried tomatoes and a whole tub, one of those mini tubs of quality tomato paste. That's the stuff I get from the Asian supermarket. A tablespoon of very good quality balsamic vinegar and a tablespoon of Lea & Perrins, tomato's best friend. There we go. A heaped teaspoon of dried oregano. That's only because I couldn't get fresh oregano. Otherwise I would have put fresh oregano in at that point. If you can get it, use that instead. And you can put a lot of fresh oregano in if you like it because it's fresh. It seems to never quite overload in flavour. So yeah, anyway, so back to the paste. As you can see, that's blitzed to a beautiful tomato concentrate. That alone tastes unbelievable. Take 8 sausages. I'm using 4 Aberdeen Angus beef ones and 4 caramelised onion pork ones. And chop them into equal sized pieces, put them on a baking tray and grill them to caramelise them and give them a beautiful grilled appearance. If you want to overcook them and not grill them, I'd put them on about 175. That's about 20 minutes of grilling, 25 minutes. You can see they're all perfectly cooked. Set them aside. Now the cassereccia pasta. 3 good handfuls into a seasoned. That water is seasoned, so salt in already. Slightly less salty than the sea. Remember, that's the rule for water for pasta. And bring it to the boil and simmer it for 11 minutes. And that means it's still slightly al dente. Yeah, still a bit resistant in texture because you're going to bake it as well, so you'll be cooking it for a second time in sauce. So set that aside with a bit of olive oil on to make sure all the cassereccia stays separated. And a little pot of sugar drop tomatoes I got from Tezza's on offer. Lay the base of your baking tray with very good quality balsamic vinegar, Lea & Perrins and salt and some olive oil and put them face down and then bake them at 150 degrees for about 30 minutes. And you'll be creating the most beautiful caramelized sugar drop tomatoes. Next, we're going to start building the main sauce. So with the heat off, put a load of olive oil into the bottom of the pan and grate 3 medium-sized red onions straight into the pan. Of course, the heat is off so that all the onions are in there at one time. Any big chunks, any big lumps, take them out because you just want to basically caramelize a nice puree of onions, okay? So they're all in there now, so start introducing the heat and add some salt to break down the cellular structure of the onions. The heat will slowly start to change the colour of the onions, start to caramelize it, sweeten it, get rid of any sourness, and a lovely nice slightly tanned colour is what you're looking for. So keep caramelizing those onions. There you go, take that chunk out, naughty chunk. Caramelize the onions until they're slightly tanned. So they're now sweet, no bitterness, no onion-iness, and lovely and mellow in flavour. Create a little well and tip in that beautiful garlic puree that you made. Okay, so here we come. Come on. There we go, tip it into the well. Start to cook off that really strong, spicy, hot garlickiness and just sort of cook it off. Again, like the onions, you're mellowing the flavour of it, making it sweet, caramelising it basically. Now stir that in and make another well. Bear with me. A lot of wells in this one because we're now we're going to cook that beautiful tomato base paste. Olive oil in the well and spoon in that paste. Stick your finger in that paste, it's unbelievable just on its own. So if you want to set some aside, make a load and put it in the fridge or even freeze some for another time, do it because it's so good in any pasta dish. In we go, and we're just going to leave that in there for a few minutes and cook it off and then mix it into the onions and the garlic. There we go, mix it in, cook it off. And guess what's coming? A little side well. Room at the side, and then we're going to tip in about half a glass of wine, whatever wine you wish. I used white wine because that's what I had in stock, and deglaze the pan. You could use red wine because there are beef sausages in this dish. It is possible. I just add white in, so that's what I use. No, just gives it a nicely sort of more restaurant-y, garlic, boozy tomato taste. So there we go, and then mix in a whole tin of the best quality chopped tomatoes you can find. I get the organic ones from Costco. It does make a difference, so definitely use the best ones you can possibly find. Salt, pepper, and dried oregano going in there, and just some water to make it more liquid. It's reduced to quite an amount, so I'm going to liquefy a little bit with water. There we go, probably two-thirds of a half a pint. It's about just over quarter a pint of water. There you go, only tap water that. Mix it in, make it nice and liquefied. A tiny bit of tomato ketchup to balance the balsamic vinegar because it's obviously sharp, just a tiny bit. Let that simmer for a few moments and then take it off the heat, turn the heat completely off, and add mascarpone. Oh my god, that sauce is so creamy. And then now you can add all the bits and start constructing the bake. So add the cassereccia. Don't forget that's slightly al dente, so it's still got a bit of room for baking in the oven. Add all the sausages, but try and leave out all the oil. Oh my god, those sausages are so good. Mix that in. Do it in this order as well, because the very last thing we're going to put in is the aubergines so they don't completely break up. Okay, so stewed aubergines go in now from the pressure cooker. As you can see, they're lovely and soft. There's nothing tough about them. Just a lovely, soft, mushy texture and almost buttery-like taste they've got, haven't they? Mix that in very gently. Try not to break them up too much. take your baking pot that you're going to bake the pasta in, tip it in. It's about the amount for 4 people, or 4 greedy people, 5 normal people. So whatever size tray you need for that. And then going to add those beautiful caramelized balsamic tomatoes on the top. Only about half of them. Save some aside because we could put the cheese on and then put more tomatoes on after that, okay? Purely for cosmetic reasons, really. So, grate a load of Parmesan and then get one of those cheap mozzarella balls from Tesco or Lidl, whatever. I think there's about 45p, Creamfield one. Break it up and put it all over. And then put the remaining caramelized tomatoes on top. Oh my god, and then just bake it. Bake it and get it ready for the most beautiful aubergine sausage pasta bake. Bit of pepper on top. And in we go. I would say about 185 degrees for 30 minutes is probably enough. Just keep your eye on the cheese on top when it's got that beautiful golden colour and everything seems cooked and it's red hot. Take it out and dish it up. Put it in the centre of a table like they do in Italy and invite all your friends round, which you cannot do, of course, because of in Manchester we have to social distance yet again. So yeah, maybe you could get a trebuchet and just launch big bowls of it at people in other gardens. That'd be one way of dishing it up. It's absolutely stunning. Ask me any questions. Good luck making it. I cannot tell you how fit it is to eat. And you feel it in your heart, this dish. You feel this kind of dish in your heart while you're eating it. It's so, so lovely. And every mouthful, completely different. There you go. That's it. That's how you cook it. Take care. Stay safe. And like and subscribe to my endless channel of things that I cook. Love you. Bye.